Don't y'all say nothing about my Christmas tree. Don't y'all say nothing about this Christmas tree in this background. I'm gonna take it down. It's time. Okay? I'm finna do it. Very, very soon. Ain't gonna lie. I was so excited to get the really big Christmas tree, but now that I have this big ass Christmas tree, I really hate that I got this big ass Christmas tree because I gotta take the lights off of it, I gotta take all the ornaments off of it, I gotta break it down. Hey, Tamika. But really quick, you guys, I want to come on here because one of my, hey y'all, one of my viewers reached out to me on Facebook and she was asking me about the no tax on overtime and she needed me to kind of like break it down. Now, hey y'all, I know I have been neglecting y'all. Y'all haven't really seen me. Y'all did not see me for the holidays. I'm just gonna be honest. Ever since my dad left, I have not been the same. I have not been the same at all. Like, the only reason why I still somewhat function normally most of the time is because I have children and yeah, but I don't know, everybody grieve different, but yeah. But anyway, tax season officially started January the 2nd, and I have been in front of my computer working. And I have been in front of my computer working. And during tax time, I used to always call my dad and talk to him about crazy stuff clients would do and just, man. I just envy myself, y'all. You know, so. But anyway, I want to come on here and talk about the new deduction. It ranges whether you get a simple return or a self-employed return or itemized return. But the deduction on no taxes on overtime. So basically, when you work overtime, you are getting paid time and a half, right? So let's say you go to work and you make $20 an hour. Time and a half, when you work overtime, you get paid that $20 plus half, which makes it $30 an hour. So you only can deduct the half, meaning you can only deduct the $10. So let's say if you worked time and a half, because somebody reached out to me and asked me this. Let's say you made $20 an hour. You did the time and a half for extra 100 hours, right? So let's say like $3,000. So you made $3,000 in qualified overtime. In overtime. Out of these 30 hours, we can only take $10 off each hour. So we can only deduct $1,000 off of the $3,000. Does that make sense? Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? And typically when you look at your W-2, it will show your overtime. They're putting your overtime in box 14. So if you're not sure where to find this, your overtime or your qualified overtime, because at first they were saying that they were saying that we might have to get the taxpayers' last pay stub and look and see how much have you guys made in overtime. But the employers are putting the OT on the W-2 to make it clear for us. If you see OT in box 14, then that means you're only supposed to take the half off of each hour. If you see qualified or QUAL OT or premium OT in your box 14, then that means that we are supposed to deduct all of that. They've already taken all of the halves and made it into one sum. Like I had a young lady today who had made about $77,000 for the year, and she had about 14,000. I want to say about 14,000 in qualified overtime, and she was able to deduct that $14,000 from her $77,000 AGI, bringing it down to make her refund go from $9,000 to almost $12,000. So you guys want to make sure that you are not missing that deduction with the no taxes on overtime. There's also no taxes on tips, and there are no taxes on car loan interest. I hope I'm saying it right, but yeah, those are the three main deductions everyone is talking about from the big beautiful bill. But that's just a few of them. Which I know the smart car credit is leaving. The solar credit is leaving. I can't remember them all just off the top of my head because they're all so new. Like I said, the tax season just started, so I haven't been getting a lot of people that's coming with like their mortgage statements and stuff like that with their 1098s, because I know it's a different deduction for the mortgage statements this year too. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here because somebody was like, "Where you at, Bling? We ain't seen you. Can you explain this new deduction for me?" Because I really been ranting on my Facebook page about this new deduction and showing, the benefits of it, and just making sure if you guys are preparing your own taxes, you're not missing out. But in the meantime, if you guys are still looking for a tax preparer, I am still available. If you would like to get a quote, which I said I'm gonna try to come on here and start doing live quotes, because I usually come on here and do some live quotes, but I haven't been over here. What about holiday overtime? I'm not sure if it's if it matters whether it's holiday or if it matters whether it was just. I believe it's only if you worked over 40 hours. Only time worked over 40 hours is what can be deductible. So yeah. But yeah, that's how that works. You only are able to deduct the half. So say for instance someone gets paid $15 an hour, right? You get paid $15 an hour, and your time and a half is, what the fuck is your time and a half? What, $22.50? $22.50. Half of 15 is $7.50. $22.50. And so that half is that $7.50. So you only can deduct every hour of the $7.50, not the whole thing. But for a person who works a lot of overtime and that makes a lot of money, and you're up in the 60,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, this deduction is very important for people like you to make sure you claim it and you don't miss it. So like I said, start looking in box 14. Box 14 will let you know if you have will kind of like let you know how much overtime you've accumulated. If it just have OT, then that means your halves and the whole thing is calculated in there, and you have to pull the halves out. You have to calculate the halves, and if it has qualified OT or premium OT, then that means it's just all halves. I hope that I'm making sense. I know this is probably kind of hard, but just replay this until you understand what I'm saying, if that makes sense. You say you got your quote for me? I ain't gonna lie. The bank's been stingy. Like, usually when I have people come in and do the tax, the tax advances, I usually have people getting 3,000, 4,000, 7,000, 8, like 55. I mean, yeah, 5,500. Like, I haven't been seeing a lot of that lately. Like, a lot, everybody who I have been processing for the last couple of days have just been getting $1,000, like $1,000, and a lot of people have been getting $500. But it's like I be kind of upset because when I have people that come to me and they really be wanting more and they don't get it, I be upset. But then at the same time, I don't be upset because I feel like they're gonna appreciate it in the long run. So yeah. And then when you do the advance up to $1,000, there is no finance charge on it. So that means you don't have no extra fees to pay. You only pay back whatever you borrow, versus getting $5,000 and $6,000 up front on top of another $200-300 finance charge. And when you finally get your refund, you feel like you didn't got ripped off because you didn't got so much and they had to give up so much just to get it, just to get so much early. So I feel like it keeps down a lot of confusion in the end with the clients and being satisfied. And I mean, $1,000 ain't bad to hold you over. Yeah, $1,000 ain't bad to hold you over until the following month. But I am very excited, you guys. As you guys know, this is my very first year operating my own tax company. I'm live. What you bring? I thought you had a towel on. I thought you bring your ass around this counter. Oh, you give me some bath water? Oh, come. I was talking to the people. I ain't talked to them in a while. Come here. It's cool. Here I come. Thank you. You finna go to the store? Yeah. But I forgot what I was gonna say, y'all. What I was talking about? I forgot just that fast. He came in here and said that but y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something else I've been dealing with that's been keeping me off the internet. It's really been some stuff going on in my body, and can't nobody tell me what's going on with it. I don't know if it's stress. I don't know what it is. I done been to so many different specialists. I done been to so many different doctors, y'all. Like, and I don't be like coming on here. I don't like coming on here constantly talking about my health and shit. So that's another reason why I kind of been MIA. I'm just getting it all together. I think I'm just really upset that my dad is not going to miss my first year in business, because I know I'm going to do extremely well. And I just really wish he was here to see it. I really wish he was here to see it. I really wish I could have. Like, I had a lady that came to me, and she had a whole bunch of jackpot, the tax forms that you bring in, the W-2s for the jackpots. And she had went to this casino that I kept telling my dad that I wanted to take him to. It's like every single thing that I do, every single thing that I think of just always takes me back to him. And I just keep myself busy, y'all. I just keep myself busy, keep focusing on the kids. I haven't really been coming on here. Like, I've been still posting my content, but it be short form content. Like, you don't see me that long. Like, I have to really wait for the spur of the moment for me to just really be in that mood to just get up and create content. So, and I know right now I really need to be out and about and showing my face because it's tax time. You know, I need to be promoting. I need to be trying to get clients. So, I said I was going to come on here and do some tax quotes, some live tax quotes like I do every year because I haven't done it yet. I'm going to come on here probably Sunday and, well, one day this week. I ain't going to lie to y'all. One day this week and do some live tax quotes and talk to y'all and interact with y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't cooking shit. These kids ain't eating a goddamn thing because I be in front of this goddamn computer. They been door dashing the hell out of stuff. And then, like I said, it started on the 2nd. So that's another reason why my Christmas stuff is still up because I've been sitting in front of this computer since January the 2nd. How do you reach out for tax information? Well, I do have a number that you can text the word quote. That's 832-626-4725. If you are interested in getting a tax quote, or if you just have some questions or some concerns, something you don't understand, you can reach out to me on there. On there. That's 832-626-4725. Yeah. So I like I said, do quotes. The quotes are 100% safe. I do not need any of your personal information when it's time for me to do you a tax quote. You will basically just send me your last pay stub or your W-2 if you feel comfortable with sending me your W-2. And I will need your dependent's birthday if you have any. But that's it. I don't need any social security numbers. I don't need no names. I don't need no addresses. I don't need anything. And then I feel like that not only protects you, but it also protects me. Because there's no way possible you can say, hey, she filed my stuff without my permission. I can't file nothing because I don't even have everything that I need to file anything. You can just give me the bare minimum. I just need to see the numbers. I just want to see what you made in federal. See what you made for the year. See how much you've paid in federal. And that's it. Maybe ask you some probing questions to see what's going on with you. And, yeah, that's just about it. Yeah. That's just about it. But I ain't gonna lie. Now, when you do file, I'm probably getting your business a little bit. Especially if you picking the head of household. Because right now, EIC and head of household just got added to the list. Right now, EIC is at the top of the food chain as far as the IRS taking a second glance. They are used to paying a certain amount in EIC every year. In 2024, I feel like 2024 was the year that had the most audits I've ever seen. And that's because the IRS paid almost quadruple the amount of money for EIC than they ever have. And they are trying to figure out how to stop this. How are so many people claiming this extra, this EIC extra earned credit? Am I saying that right? Earned income credit off of the children. So, top audit are men. Anytime you have a father that's claiming a child, your boyfriend or your uncle or your granddad, when men claim children, they are automatically flagged. They are automatically flagged. They already want documentation. So make sure if dad is going to be filing the children, make sure dad is on the school records. Make sure he's using the address with the kids or whatever address. Make sure the kids have some ties to show that they have been in the home for at least 6 months. Head of household, you need to be paid at least 50% of the costs in the home. Children need to have lived with you for at least 6 months. And for my people that's on SSI, it's a lot of y'all are on SSI and wonder if you are able to still file a tax return. Now, SSI alone will not get you a return if you're trying to file a dependent. Usually, if you didn't have some type of federal taken out, you can get that federal back. But if you have SSI and you're trying to file a child, you're going to have to put some type of income on there. And I believe the threshold is for most people is like 14,000. I think you can claim up to like 12 to $13,000 in income, and it won't mess with the SSI. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, don't quote me on that. But that's what I believe. I'm gonna have to cross reference and check that. But for the ones who come to me and say, "Hey, I get SSI? Can I?" No, I really can't do nothing with you because that's not earned income. That's unearned income. Now, unemployment, if you receive unemployment is looked at just like a W-2. It's no different. You can come to me with a W-2 and all of the income from unemployment, and it's gonna be looked at just like a W-2. They're considering the taxes that's been taken out and etc. etc. What else? Do y'all have any questions for me? Because I'm just babbling. Is there anything particular y'all want to know that I probably could answer? I don't know. I guess I've just been looking at this stuff all day, every single day. I wake up to text. Matter of fact, I'm really spending a lot of time with y'all for real. Also, we cannot file your taxes. You in the A? We cannot file your taxes with a pay stub. We have to have the W-2 because when you are trying to come to me to get an advance, I cannot get you an advance with the pay stub. I gotta have the W-2 because you will be officially filing your taxes. And once you file your taxes, you'll be able to apply for an advance. I don't know what this. How far do I need to go? What? That's crazy. Yeah, you'll be filing your taxes. Can I just start this? What about disability Social Security? Yes, do you process returns? Make it $165 a year. Okay, $165 a year. Are you talking about is this W-2 income or is this a self-employed income? Are you an escort? Right, Dion. Oh yeah, you guys, I am a grandmother. I am about to be a grandmother. That is just so weird to me. That is so weird to me, but yeah, I'm gonna be a grandmother, y'all. I'm still kind of shocked. No, a neurologist? Oh, no, you should be okay. Yeah. Do you have your own practice or are you working for like a hospital? Thank you, guys. What link do your return customers use? I filed with you last year. I use a job form link that I send out. Now, I make a new link every year. So if you have my old link, I'm going to let you know right now, it does not work. You have to contact me to get the correct link. I sent her a message and she got back. Yeah. I ain't finna be up too much longer though. Hi, I'm in Sam in Arkansas, but can I still file with you even though you're in Memphis? I'm not in Memphis. I'm actually in Houston. And so far, I honestly can say almost every single return that I've done is in a different state. I think so far I've done maybe 2 people where I am in Houston. But like now looking at my list, I see so far I've done Georgia, I've done Maryland, I've done New York, I've done North Carolina, I've done Ohio, I've done Arizona, I've done Los Angeles, I've done Alabama, I've done Missouri, I've done Kentucky. All of my clients are in different states. Is very normal for me. Hospital plan on opening my own practice in April. I really think we should do that. What number do return clients use? I have my W-2 in 2 weeks. You would use, or I don't want to put that number on here, but just text my other number, the 832 626 4725. Can workers' comp payments be filed? I don't know. Workers' comp. I don't know. Here, congratulations. Which one having a baby? Adriana is having a baby. I don't think I've ever had a client with workers comp, but I mean, any income that you receive has to be reported. If you get a tax form for it, you're supposed to report it. Now, is it considered earned income? I'm not sure on workers comp, because they kind of like put me in a mind frame of disability, but at the same time, it doesn't. It seems like it should just qualify as employment money because it's workers comp. So I don't know. I haven't had one of those scenarios before. I have a lot of self-employed clients. I have a lot of warehouse workers. I have a lot of nurses. Yeah, and just a lot of general laborers. Like I don't have a lot of, like you just said, 165K. No, I don't have a lot of you. I think the highest income I've dealt with probably will be about 97,000. Yeah, probably about 97,000, and that was just with a regular W-2. Like I said, today I did a young lady who had made like 77,000, and she qualified for that no tax on overtime, and she had accumulated like $14,000 in overtime, and she had 3 dependents, and it made her return go from 9,000 up to almost $12,000. So I'm just really ecstatic about that deduction because that really helps a lot. Okay, so that's how I even wound up on this live, because one of my viewers had reached out to me and said, hey, can you explain this no tax on overtime with me? And I said, yeah, just leave me over there and I'll go live and I'll talk about it. Now, I haven't had anyone to do the no tax on tips yet. I haven't gotten a chance to play with it. So, but like I said, the tax season is still early. Right now, most of the people who are filing and that's doing the tax advances are self-employed. And that's another thing with self-employed. A lot of people feel like they can't claim self-employment if they don't have a LLC, or if they don't have a come on to Houston, or if they don't have a DBA. You do not have to have all of that to file self-employed. Now I'm be honest, if you don't have no dependents and you just work for yourself, if you're self-employed and you file self-employed, you're not going to do anything but create yourself a bill, because the IRS are going to look at you and say, hey, you made this money and you ain't put no money in Medicaid and you ain't pay no money towards Social Security and you ain't got nobody that you're taking care of, so you might as well just give us some money. But if you are a hairstylist, or if you are I ain't studying you just because every time I talk about doing some type of class, nobody ever signs up. Like, even for my content creator class, nobody signs up. Like, my women's empowerment group, nobody hardly signs up. Like, I'm just tired of trying to, I just figured maybe that's not my calling. So, no. But, yeah, if you have done anything, whether it's cutting grass, whether it's doing hair, whether it's that's typical. If you are getting paid from Facebook, if you are getting paid from OnlyFans, if you are dancing, if you are selling sweet treats, if you are making edibles, if you are, all of that is considered a business. Do not feel like, hey, I ain't got my LLC, I'm not registered with the state, then I can't um file this business. Yes, you can. You are still considered self-employed, especially if you have dependents. What I can do is help you reconstruct your records. Reconstructing your records consists of me sitting down with you and questioning you, asking you things like, "Hey, how many clients did you do this week? How many clients do you average per week or per month or bi-weekly? What are your average rates for your clients?" That's how we are coming up with your numbers. How are you typically getting paid? Um, if the IRS were to get into business, how would you be able to provide this income? Do you keep a receipt book? Are you receiving cash apps? If and even if you're not on point with keeping up with this, and that, then I would say, okay, I'm going to advise you on doing better with your bookkeeping. But your estimates and whatever you do have is still good. We can still work with it as long as you got something to show. Now, just coming in here saying, hey, I did hair, you ain't really got no clients, you ain't got no flyers. Like, you can show me a business card, you can show me some styles you done did, you can show me some yards you done cut, you can show me some text messages that you done receive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can really prove to me that you are doing some type of service and receiving some type of income for that service, you are eligible to be a self-employed taxpayer. Far as someone just asked about a loss. Now, with losses, you have to be very careful with losses because writing off losses are one of the biggest tricks in the books. Everybody is doing it. If you get paid cash, can you file that under self-employment? Yes, you absolutely can. Now, I ain't gonna lie, cash businesses are considered high risk as well. But as long as you, like I said, sit down with me and I can help you reconstruct your records, help you create your P&L statements. P&L statements stand just as strong in a defense of an audit, just like a regular receipt book. I'm gonna be honest. I had about 3 people to be audited before the tax season started. None of it was over self-employment. None of it was over receipts. None of it was over income. All of it was over who do you really have the right to file this child. The standard deduction went up for as you who asked how does it help me. How can I leave my personal number? You can text me at 832-626-4725. But yeah, one of my audits was a man who had filed his children. And like I said, men are the number one audited when it comes down to filing children. My other client, same thing. She was an individual who had let someone else file children in the past. If you are letting other people file your children this year, Peanut carry them, and then tomorrow Dad got them, and then now they're back with you, and you just feel like, hey, I'm untouchable because they are biologically mine. Yes, they are biologically yours, but they have been passed around from so many different people, or from this person and this person that had them for so many years. Then now you got them for so many years, and then your brother may get them for this year. Now the IRS are looking at you because they're gonna say, hey, this person's constantly getting the EIC for this child. What's going on? Now they want to get in your business. Now I need to see this child's school records. I need to see the birth certificates. Who are your parents for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this really your uncle? Because this social has been attached to so many different tax returns. You're causing red flags to yourself. That's why I always tell people to file your own children. There is no way in the world you have children and you ain't did shit. I mean, when I talk to people, I ask them like, it gotta be something you did. You gotta been in. If you wanted a cheeseburger, how are you buying it? That's my favorite line. If you wanted a cheeseburger, if you needed some soap, if you needed some tissue, how are you getting these items? How are you alive? How are you living? What are you doing? Because you're doing something. Because and it's a business and you don't even know it. Like something, even gifts can be written off. Like, but yeah, as far as the loss, you said I got off the losses. Yes, you have to be very careful with losses. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of people will write any fucking thing off. And it's you can't write everything off. Everything doesn't qualify to be written off. Casino losses, what I don't like about casino losses is they want to give you all the credit in the world for your wins, but you get no credit for your losses. You could have won 1,500 and then gave their ass 10,000, and you think because you could have put out, well, I lost 10,000, even though I spent it, they don't give a damn. Well, oh well, you lost that 10,000, but you still won this 1,500. So they're gonna put emphasis on that 1,500 and sweep your 10,000 under the rug. So I don't like casino losses. It's not fair at all. Yeah, it's not fair at all. Oh yeah, another thing, and I know some of y'all probably already know this, but a lot of people don't. I have a lot of people that come to me and say, "Hey, oh y'all can be doing the quote." I have a lot of people that come to me and say, "Hey, I forgot to add this W-2 to my tax return last year. Can I get it to you and you just go ahead and add it on this tax season?" And I have to tell them no, because you can't mix 2024 with 2025, or you can't mix 2023 with 2024. Whatever W-2 or income that you received in 2024, it has to go on the 2024 tax return. Meaning, if you missed out on a W-2 and the next year come, you cannot add that to your 2025 tax return. You have to go back and redo. When you hear somebody say, "Hey, you need to do an amendment is basically getting your taxes done all over again, making some type of adjustment. When you get amendments, you're getting amendments because you either left off something, you typed in something wrong, somebody's name was wrong, you claimed the credit you weren't supposed to, or you missed the credit that you were supposed to claim. It's basically you just saying, "Oh shit, I messed up. Let me go on here and redo it." So when you leave some income off, whether it's a 1099, whether it's a W-2, whether it's DoorDash, yes. Do they penalize you for that? Girl, you took the words right out of my mouth. So another thing, the IRS already knows how much money you have made. If you have worked there and they have already reported to the IRS how much money they done gave you, and you want to know why they didn't already reported to how much money they done gave you? Because they're trying to get the money off of them. If you go and work at KFC, or you go and work at Walmart, or you go and work at a warehouse, and they done made $100 million, they don't want to pay all these taxes they goddamn self. So of course they finna say, "Well, yeah, I gave Amy Wright $12,000, and I gave John Jackson $30,000." They report your ass to the IRS because they want to get them wages off of them. So if you're not sure who all you've worked for or who all has reported wages on you, you can go on irs.gov and pull up your account and look at your transcript. Your transcript, it has a section on there that's called wages. You can go and look at every single year and see who all has reported wages under your social security number for that tax year. So that means if you filed 2024 and you only filed 2 W-2s and you're not sure if you're missing one, you can go on the irs.gov and sign into your account and go in that wages section under the transcript and see how many W-2s have been reported. Who now can you be penalized? I just got penalized. I just got penalized. It's fucked up because I'm a taxpayer, but I just got penalized because I forgot. Shut up. Apparently, my Facebook is 3 different entities. I got my Audrey Shannon page. I got my Lady Bling page, and I got my Nails by Bling page. I reported the Audrey Shannon page, but I didn't report the Lady Bling page. And then I think I had got a payment from TikTok. See, I'm on so many different social medias. Facebook got their own way of reporting. Then I got my YouTube. Then I got my taxes. So it's like I got so many incomes coming from so many different places. Yeah. So you will get penalized. And that's another thing. A lot of y'all going to work and making money and feel like, well, I ain't got no kids. I ain't gonna get nothing back, so I ain't even gonna file. And you think that the IRS give a damn because you ain't filed? I'm gonna tell you exactly what's going to happen, and you can Google this. When you ain't filed them taxes, because you ain't got no dependents or you ain't got no kids, and you think you can just sweep it up under the rug, the IRS is gonna file your shit for you. And they're going to make sure they create the highest bill possible. You said they make pay on my deceased husband's retirement. Yeah, you have to file. They're going to pay. They're not going to take off no type of deductions. They're not going to claim any credits. So file those tax returns. Because the more you ignore them, the more you are just creating a bill for yourself. Now, for people like that, people who already have a bill, you have to pay me up front for your taxes. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta pay me up front for your taxes because you ain't got nothing coming out. But for returns like that, I'm very cheap. Very cheap. Very reasonable. I already know that you already got your own bill. But if you have just been ignoring it and you have just been putting it to the side and just throwing it to the side, not right now, because right now I'm extremely busy with people who are getting money back. Ain't gonna lie, so I'm gonna give me little coins. I don't have to wait that. Ain't gonna be no harm. But afterwards, once I slow down, like towards the end of February, you can come to me and I can help you go back to each year and figure out who all has given you a W-2. I'm trying to say this where you guys can understand. Especially if you worked in multiple places or if you worked at the same place every year. Because if you've been putting the stuff off to the side, you probably just threw your W-2s away and don't know where the hell they at. And I can't help you without no documents. But good news is you can request an unmasked transcript from the IRS. And an unmasked transcript will show you your W-2s from every job that has reported to them on a what's the word I'm looking for? But anyway, they'll give you the shit. And we'll be able to see where all you work for each year and file your tax returns and just get you back compliant. Because they will garnish your shit. I'm telling you, you think that you getting away, you just pushing them on the rug and they ain't studying you, they are studying you. So get on your stuff, bro. Get on your stuff. Set up your payment plans. Set up your payment plan. But anyway, y'all, I just came over. I just got the babbling. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I'm tired. I've been on this computer for a very long time. Like I said, right now I am doing some tax codes. Y'all, I've been over here really twerking on my little computer over here. And I got my baby over here in the cut. So I've been going from over here to over here. Like I said, this is a dummy. This ain't a real tax return. This is a dummy tax return. But yeah, I've been working on all 4 of these computers at the same time. Working off 2 phones at the same time. And I'm just honored how my little setup, thank you. I love my setup. I love my setup. I'm able to be very quick and efficient, and I'm able to stay IRS compliant with my interviews, with my documentation, with getting my disclosure signed, and being available to my clients. So, like I said, I'm just tired, but I want to come out here and just like share a little love, a little knowledge with y'all for the tax season. And let you guys know that my services are available, because y'all know I still gotta put that hustle on. 832-626-4725. Now, for my people who need help with catching up, I can't help y'all until the end of February. Remember, I said this. Because right now, I'm trying to get everybody who's ready to go and on green. But for the ones who I'm going to have to do a little extra work with, going to have to hold your hand and help you stop bullshitting and help you get back in compliance, then it's going to be a journey. Okay? But it can be done. And I will help you get it done. But just understand, you got to have your money up front for them type of services, because ain't no money, ain't no refund there for me to get off the back end. So you ain't got no coins, don't come on fucking with me. Don't come on fucking with me. And I don't need no harm. You just gonna have to keep watching me and getting little gems and watch some YouTube tutorials and shit. But I don't need no harm. I love you still, but time is money. I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all, my husband been ran this bath water. And my text messages and finally slowed down to where I don't feel guilty about laying down. And I'm finna go in here and give me some rest, y'all, so I can get back up and get back at it in the morning. I love y'all. And like I said, I'll be back on here in a couple of days and do some live text calls with y'all. I wish I could have did something tonight, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. What's the best time to contact me? Anytime. As long as it's not too late. Like, I used to be a night owl, but right now I'm not a night owl because I have to get up in the morning and deal with tax clients. But just text that number. It may take me a while to respond sometimes, but I promise you, whenever I get downtime, I get on my phone and I scroll to make sure I haven't missed anyone. And even after doing that, if I still feel like I probably left somebody in the loop, I'll make a status or something and be like, hey, I'm free. If you reached out to me and didn't get a response, I'm free. I'm available now. So yeah, like that. Oh yeah, and then another thing, y'all, I'm finna tell y'all what I'm finna do at the end of tax season. Oh, I want to talk to you too, because you say you're a neurologist. I'm supposed to go and see a neurologist because of the stuff that I've been dealing with. But you say you in the hospital, so you probably, you ain't got your private practice, so I don't know. I've been dealing with some stuff. Can't nobody tell me what's wrong with me. I'm dealing with some pain, and they say at this point it can't be nothing but nerves. I done had my head scanned, my jaw scanned, but anyway, I don't want to talk about that right now. But whenever I do get my whatever the heck is going on in my face together, y'all, I'm finna get my neck sucked out. See? Y'all see these? I ain't gonna do that no more. Y'all are not finna keep seeing that. You see that? That is finna go away. Okay? So, I've been like looking at little places that does the look, I'm finna get that sucked out. So, yeah, be on the lookout for no more Peter Griffin. And yeah, I may go to Turkey, get my little teeth done. You never know. We're making a little boss move. So, once this tax season is over, we finna start popping our stuff. We finna have a little bag. And yes, we finna be outside, because y'all know what it is. But anyway, I love y'all. Now I'm finna get to sit in my hot tub and scroll and look at neck lipo. So smash that like button if you guys learn something new from this live. Like, for real. If you learn something new from this live, if I gave you some information that you did not know that you needed, or if I have motivated you to get your affairs back in order with your taxes, I need for you to smash the like button so I can know that this was not a waste of time and it was well needed for someone out there. Okay? All right, so I love you guys. I'm finna put my computer on sleep mode. And good evening. And I'm gonna go to bed, y'all, so I can be back up in the morning. I already been in this moo all day. Now I got out the bed to come in here because I printed off my first check today, y'all. I was so nervous. I printed off my first check today. But I came in here because I had a client who gave me the wrong routing number. Which when I looked, I'm sorry, I know I saw something get out. But when I looked at her account, when I looked at it, I had told her that her routing number seemed kind of long, longer than usual. And she was like, no, I checked it. This is it, da, da, da. And so long story short, she gave me the wrong routing number. Anytime you give, well, me, the wrong checking account number, the bank rejects it and it kicks back to my bank product, and then my bank product kicks it back to me, and then I have to print a check. And so today I had to print my first check and mail it off, and she was very distraught and, you know, frustrated because she really wanted her money. She had like almost 2 bands. And y'all know I already was doing like the shipping of my nails and stuff, so I already had my little shipping system where I was able to package it and create my own little label. So, you know, I was just doing my little thing. So yes, mailed out my first check today, you guys, and I came in here with this moo on. And when I sat down, my phone got to going off, and for you know that I was telling somebody to bring me some compression socks. I have to wear compression socks because I be sitting in this chair for so long. I get up and walk around. I need to get me a desk though. I need to get a desk that I can walk on my treadmill as I work, like the little fancy people be doing. But anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for sitting down, just taking time to listen to me. Thank y'all for showing me love and compassion and patience. And I really appreciate y'all for taking y'all time to just listen to me today. Because I know y'all ain't seen me in a long time. And for me to just come on here and start talking to y'all like I ain't never left y'all, it's really fucked up. But y'all still fuck with me. So I fuck with you too. Nah. But anyway, I love y'all. And I'll see y'all later. All right, bye. Hit that like button.